Good evening, my people, my peeps. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope all is well with you. I wanted to stop in and hopefully I can make this quick. I wanted to talk about the IRS. All right? About the IRS and them shutting down. Yes, the IRS has shut down. Well, at least 30 IRS agents have shut they have shut down their doors. Okay, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing this evening? Knowledge. I love your name, Knowledge. Let me put you up here. Give me some shine. How are you doing this? So I wanted to talk about the IRS shutting down. Okay, I know that they shut down yesterday, and yesterday was day 8, I believe. Day 8 of the shutdown, right? The government shutdown was day 8 when 3,500 IRS agents were sent home on furlough, meaning that the IRS shut down and this now. I know I'm a day late and a dollar short, but I still have something to say. I still have something to say regarding the IRS shutting down because I thought of two things. One, something has already been spoke about, and that is your income taxes. Know, filing for extensions and just plain, getting ready income tax season and all of that. Now, I told you while everybody's pointing the finger, having the blame game going on, I was saying that it's both of them working together, the right and the left, the Democrats and the Republicans. And I don't know if you guys, hold on for a minute. Let me see. Let me make sure everything's working correctly here. And go ahead and put a 9 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Put a 9 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Let me see. We do a sound check right quick. Okay, we're good. So I said they're all working together, right? The Republicans, Democrats, they're all working together. We've already gone down this road. Thank you, Knowledge. Thank you. We've already gone down this road where I said it's all going to be a one world order. That's what they're gearing you up for, a one world order. While they have you all fighting amongst each other about the red and the blue and the left field and the whatever. They have y'all doing the petty arguments. But do you guys remember what Trump said? I believe it's when he was running for the office. Do y'all remember what he said on his campaign trail? If you don't, I'm gonna give you a hint. We're gonna talk about it because it deals with the shutdown of the IRS. But if you don't know what's going on, I want to go ahead and just let you guys know that the IRS is shut down, right? Check this out.
Breaking news. Half the IRS just got sent home, and it's happening right before your taxes are due. The IRS is furloughing nearly half of its workforce starting Wednesday, right in the middle of a government shutdown. Yeah, you heard that right. The people who process your returns, answer your questions, and send your refunds, most of them are being told not to come to work. President Trump and Congress still haven't agreed on a funding deal, and the shutdown has dragged into its second week. So now, only about 53% of IRS employees are staying on the job. The rest are being locked out until Washington figures it out. And this is happening just days before the extended tax filing deadline. So if you're waiting on a refund, need help with your return, or had questions about your taxes, good luck getting through. Expect massive backlogs, long delays, and zero customer support. But here's the kicker. The Trump administration warned there's no guaranteed back pay for furloughed federal workers, meaning tens of thousands could be out of a paycheck for who knows how long. So what do you think? Is this a bold move to force Congress's hand, or straight-up chaos that's going to hit taxpayers hardest? Drop your take.
So there you go. So that's just giving you a quick a glimpse into what we're getting ready to talk about, because we're not just going to be talking about just the IRS shutting down, but I want to give you an aha hat, right, regarding the IRS shutting down, and regarding it's not just the Democrats who shut the government down. And everybody wants to blame the Democrats, even the Republicans, but it seems like everybody wants to blame the Democrats because they want to say that they're trying to give health care to immigrants, which is not true. They're trying to help you with your health care so it doesn't skyrocket and you can afford health care. It struck me when I heard about the IRS shutting down. Okay, into the aha moment. Let me go and let y'all just hear from, I don't know if everybody, but pretty much I'm sure the most of you guys are or have heard that the IRS shut down. Well, 30 government workers have been put on. Hear it.
Also hitting the IRS hard, with nearly half of its workforce now furloughed. About 39,000 IRS says phone lines and most administrators are on hold, meaning that longer waits and growing backlogs will be seen. Essential operations, including support for Social Security, will continue.
Okay, so we heard it from the horse's mouth, because I know a lot of you guys have to hear, the scripted media. Okay, so this is the aha moment of it. Do you remember when Trump had said he was going to get rid of the IRS? I need you to put a 9 in the chat if you remember that Trump said he was going to get rid of the IRS. Put a 9. I'll wait. And while I'm waiting, go ahead and get the thumbs up, double tap your screen, and become a member today, or subscribe to the channel. When Trump said he was going to get rid of the IRS, anybody, have y'all been paying attention? Is it just me? Is it just me? Because this seems it's too coincidental that the government has shut down. Now, Trump said he was going to, don't even think about coming back to work. Matter of fact, he didn't even want to put any of the workers on furlough, right? So he was like, look, you're fired. Don't worry about it. But do you good American hard-working people, do y'all remember when he said he was going to get rid of the IRS, which is illegal, by the way? The IRS is a fraud. I said it. You heard it right here. It's always been illegal. But, I've told you that several times before, many years ago. Don't have me dig into the archives when I told you the IRS was illegal, right? Just like a lot of the systems that put you on the stock markets, illegal. Why do you think the Titanic sunk? That might be a little bit over your head. I might be taking you a little too far. Why do you think the Titanic went down? The real Titanic. With all the rich billionaires and millionaires on that ship. My goodness. I mean, sometimes I want to say they have a movie called The Original Gangster. Sometimes I think that our government might just be the original gangsters. Allegedly. Allegedly. Why do y'all think the Titanic went down? Because to get you guys, with your birth certificates, to get your little, back in the day, they used to take a little baby's feet and put the footprint, like the handprint, just get y'all all lock, stock, and barrel onto the stock market. and then double dip you because they took your soul, the baby's foot, the sole of the foot, they took your soul. Well, everybody's always talking about people selling their soul. The government took your soul. You understand? This might get a little deep, but I'm gonna try to make it fast. I'm gonna try to make this real fast because my battery going low and I got things to do. Okay, so I want you to go do some research. Okay, don't think that I'm just talking out the side of my neck, right? When the Titanic went down, that's because they were trying to take out, unalive some billionaires, some millionaires that was keeping them from getting your soul. That's right. So many years ago, there never was a birth certificate. Matter of fact, you had your babies at home. They had midwives. A lot of the midwives were indentured servants or slaves, and they birthed babies at home. There was no such thing as a hospital, right? Are y'all following? Get your pen and paper out, and I tell you right fast because I'm not going to be here very long. Okay? There was no such thing as a hospital. There was midwife. You had your local doctor. He'd come to the house with his little bag, with a little black bag, and said, "What's going on? I'm here. I came as fast as I could." Jeffrey and them down the road, his son got the measles, so I need to wear my little measles gear or whatever, right? There was no hospitals. You were born into this realm free, like you should have been, like it was supposed to be. A natural sovereign citizen. Everything was given to you for you to live off the land. They could not have that. Matter of fact, they needed to make more money. So they got the wise idea. Let's get these people into a hospital where then we can sew the bottom of the baby's foot. Y'all remember the body? Some of y'all might be youngsters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. You know how a baby foot looked. Back in the day, you used to get the baby's foot after the baby came out the womb. Let me get a pen that'll write first, okay? Give a thumbs up as you come in the building. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Participate. It won't hurt you. And become a member today and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Now look here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I didn't want to make no Nephilim here. Look here. Excuse me. Back in the day, can y'all see this? Is the light too bright? When the baby came out the mama's womb, get the baby, get their feet, put it in a little ink, and stamp their foot, and boom, they took your soul. Right? You didn't even have to sell it. You were too young to even know your soul was being took. And they put it on a birth certificate and gave you a number, right? To make money off of you. As soon as they stole what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pay attention. As soon as they stole your soul, they put you on a certificate called a birth certificate, a bond. Wherein after they put you on this birth certificate and everything after that, your name on your ID cards, on your anything that you have to present to show yourself approved through the government, the United States of America, everything's in capital letters because you are no longer a sovereign being. You are a straw man. You're everything, that ID card, the real ID, whether, now they have this thing called the real ID or the fake ID. If you don't get the real ID and pushing you into the new world order, like I've been telling you, go ahead and subscribe to this channel today because this is where you're going to learn something. We're talking about the IRS, but I got to get you caught up a little bit. Okay? I must catch you up so that you can understand what's going on. Now, after they stole your soul, when you was born, they took a fingerprint, they took your footprint, they took your soul, they gave your parents a little card, said, Here's your birth certificate. This is the information when your baby was born. They should have just said, this your straw man, right? This is the straw man. This is the being now that represents your child, because your child is the property of the United States of America. That is why you really don't have rights over your children. That is why CPS can really at any time to the hospitals, to wherever, and take your children away, because they do not truly belong to you. You understand? So they've taken your soul, they put you on the stock market, but this is the kicker. They have been selling and trading you on the stock market without you knowing, and that you have an estate. Did you know that? Did you know that? Through your social security number that they also gave you, because all of that is tied into them selling and trading you on the stock market, you have an estate. And your account number, if you will, your account number is the numbers that are on your social security card. That's right. And you have money, but you can't access it because you are a child. That's right. I don't care if you're 70 years old. If you don't understand and know this information that I'm giving to you right now, you're a child. You're an infant. Matter of fact, you're just a straw man. You're dumb. The straw man represents you. Everything, every documentation that you have is represented by the straw man. And you just sit in the back as the puppet. Okay? And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, you have money sitting in accounts that you can access if you only knew how. It's an estate, right? But they're not going to tell you that. And that lesson is truly for another day, because I'm still learning on how to access this money. I'm almost there, but you got to do it right. Okay? This is not a con. This is not a con. This is true facts. This is true knowledge that you need to know. So as I'm on and I'm rambling, you might think, right? You might think that I'm just rambling, I'm just talking, I'm just saying whatever, get to the point about the IRS. Well, see, the IRS also came in and we have been getting, when you think about it, you would be just furious when you think about how you go to work. They're getting money off of you anyway, because they stole your what? Ladies and gentlemen, your soul. They've already taken that when you came out your mama's womb with that birth certificate, right? So they've already took that. They put you on the stock market and sold facts upon facts. So they're off of you. And then they tell you to go to work, to live off the land that you were born here free, and everything was, the land is yours, the fruit trees, the air, the water, all of it belongs to you, right? But they tell you now, we already own you. Men, women, black boys, white girls, Mexicans, all of y'all are owned. You understand? So now we're making money off of you anyway, because we took your soul when you came out your mama's womb, right? That little footprint right there. Ain't that cute? We're already making money off of you. This is your government. They're already making money off of you. Then they tell you, go to work. Yeah. Go to work. And when you go to work, you got to be taxed. That's right. That's right. It's only fair. It's only fair, right? You have to be taxed. You have to pay back the system, because it's only fair, although we're been double dipping off of your money off the backs of you, because we did not, ask you, could we buy your soul? We took your soul at birth, right? We took your soul at birth. We've been making money off the backs of you. All Americans that have been born here in the United States. We already making money. But we so greedy. We diabolical with it. You hear me? They so doggone greedy. They tell you, go to work. And then, we need to have roads built. We need to have this and maintained. So This is just to help the system run better and smoother. We're going to tax your money. But after we tax your money, IRS comes in, right? They tell you, hey, you need to report your taxes and file them. And we'll pay you. This is so funny to me. I don't know why people get so happy when tax season comes around. It's hilarious when you think about it. People get actually so happy to get money back that they've been overtaxed for. That's all the money is. That's all your return is. Money that you paid too much to them, which I'm shocked they didn't just keep it and tell you you paid just enough. But while everybody has been shake boots, everybody has been so fearful of the IRS. The IRS has been a fraud from the gate. I said it, and it's true. The IRS has been taking your money, and they are not even a legal entity to even operate in such fashion. Y'all stay tuned. Let me check this. I know the IRS has been a fraud from the gate. I said it. All right. The audio is good. I'm sorry that the we got a little interference. Hello, Brother Vic. How are you doing in the building? How are you doing? Let me go down. You know what? I have not scrolled up. I just happened to look down when I checked. When I checked the I'll go through the comments in a minute. I'll go through the comments in a minute. Okay? So, the IRS has been a fraud from the gate. You understand me? They're not even really legally supposed to be taking your taxes. They put people in jail for tax evasion. They need to be paying them people back money. Do you understand? So when because like I have told you all before. All right. Just saying hi to Brother Vic in the building. One of my mods coming through. Exactly. Yeah, you know about that Titanic scandal. The Titanic. And they had the nerve to turn around and make a movie. And y'all romanced the movie. Y'all fell in love with Leonardo DiCaprio. Is that how you say his name? Y'all fell in love with him. Anyway, like I said, y'all can hear me clear because I know the video is choppy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But look here. Get the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel today so y'all can get the real news that you need in your life. Okay? That's right. Acknowledge. That's because America is a corporation. Very good. Knowledge. And everybody thinks, and I'm proud to be an American. They think they are in the United States of America, but America is a corporation. Very good. Oh, what is good? You in the building? Hey, Epharad and Find Out is here. Another one of my moms doing. How you doing? All right. So, like I said, I'm just going down. Let me pause for the calls and give y'all some shot. Hello, because you know how I do. I get to run in my mouth. I got to make it quick because, like I said, my battery is going low. Also, the Social Security card used an account number. Yes, it's attached to your account number, right? Your money. A lot of Americans do not know that they have a trust. Okay, they have a trust. I'll leave that up there for a minute so that you all can read. We're at the why this doggone why it's so choppy. I guess it's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. Feel to be choppy. It's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. Okay, I'm just going down. Y'all give me a minute. Just going in here and seeing. That's right. Yes, you have to get a British certificate authorized. Like I said, and for I'm finding out, I'm still looking into all of this information. I've been knowing about it for some years now, but it's quite taxing about it and implement it. So that you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they make everything so very hard. Matter of fact, y'all hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna go get some books that you might want to have in your arsenal. Let me go grab really quick. And while I do that, I will put on the theme music. And I'm going to go grab these books so that you can get them. And these books that I'm going to show you, you can buy them on Amazon. Okay? I'll be right back. Hold tight. All right, and we are back. So, I apologize for seeing all of the comments down here below. I'm going through them and putting them up. Hold on, turn this back down. All right. Okay, so yes, I think I said that earlier also, that your social security and the depending bank number on the number and all it also will tell your account is located and in what state your account is located. Okay, very good, very good. FAFO, very good. All right. Let me. I'm just going down, giving y'all some shine because I know I can run my mouth, and I did not even see half of your comments. Go ahead and subscribe. My battery's getting ready to go out, so I'm gonna try to make this fast because we are talking about the IRS. Okay. So I kind of went down. All right. These are the books that I got off of Amazon. Okay. Let me show you the main one. And they fresh. This one, and you probably can't read it. The wording is backwards, but this one is Meet Your Straw Man. Okay. Hopefully y'all guys can see that. Meet Your Straw Man. I don't know if you can see that well. The UCC Connection, How to Free Yourself. Right here. How to Free Yourself. Oh, I hate that the video is so blurry. The devil is busy. Common Law Handbook for Junior Sheriffs and Bailiffs and Justice. Okay? These books you can buy on Amazon. These need to be studied. I would study them all, but I don't have time to even get to the good stuff. And this book, This is a smaller, cheaper version. It's called Black Laws Dictionary. Okay. You can buy Black Laws Dictionary, very good one. You can buy it. Matter of fact, I would try to get the oldest version of the Black Dictionary and a hard copy. I got the soft paperback because the sister, I got the coins were short, but I still want to have it in my arsenal. Okay. People would get mad. I know they would get mad when I said I'm not a human, because in the Black Laws Dictionary, when they call you a human, they're calling you a sea monster. Okay, and when people don't understand going into court, it's totally different than what you think. You think everything is everything, right? You think the world just is the world as you see it, but it is not. It is coded. It is coded in messages. It's coded in languages that they speak over your head. And if you don't know that everything is coded, that's why they say a man that is a lawyer, represents himself as a lawyer for himself is a fool, because a lot of commoners don't understand that there's certain languages that are spoke in the court system. And if you go in there running your mouth and you have not studied even about maritime law and why the judge sits upon a bench, and why do you leave the dry land and go into the court, you go inside the like doors inside the court, and then the judge is on bench. All of that is maritime law of the water. Okay. It's a lot to study, and a lot of common people do not want to study. They want to stay in la la land and think everything is everything, and they're still a slave to the system. And so that brings me back around to the IRS was always a con game. Okay, it was always a con game, first and foremost. But President Trump told you that he wanted to get rid of the IRS. That's why I say this is, in my mind, my thoughts, this is part of President Trump's strategy to get rid of the IRS, right? Because what happened? The government is shut down, and this will give him the opportunity to get rid of the IRS. Check it out.
We are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before, to restore confidence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Let's play that one more time.
We are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before, to restore confidence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
All right. So let me take you down, Mr. President. Let me get you down up off of here. Yeah, hold tight. Yes. Now I remember saying that. So do y'all think that
All right.
hold on. I was checking the audio. So do y'all think that the president will use this in his strategy to get rid of the IRS, because how could he get rid of it any other way unless the government is shut down, so that he can implement what he said, his external revenue service, where he says that he'll get money from the foreign countries. I don't know too much about it, but it jogged my memory because I knew I had heard him say that once before. And I believe it was right before office and when he got into office, right? That he said he wanted to get rid of the IRS. You think, as a commoner, knowing the information that I just gave you tonight on this program, that the government has ever really worked in your favor to give you money, to give money back to you? What is the External Revenue Service really about? We got to dig into that. But I wanted to tap in tonight to tell you guys, yeah, they're all working together, baby. They're all working together to get you down that road to the one world order, or the new world order. However you want to say it, it's the T, and I need you to clock it. All right, go ahead, subscribe to the channel today, get the thumbs up, and you can also become a member of the platform. Go ahead and support the platform and help us out to bring you more and more up-to-date information, all right? So that we can all share knowledge amongst each other, all right? I'm getting ready to get out of here, y'all. I want you guys to have a great evening and much, much love.